Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Folge 6 von Stray Gods, dem Roleplaying Musical. Und ja, wir sind angekommen an Tag 5 von 7, die wir ja nur haben. Die Frage ist, ob wir am 7. uns schon verteidigen müssen oder ob wir den noch haben zum Ermitteln. Ich bin halt wirklich gespannt. Man hat ja das Tagebuch hier, ne? Und da tragen die ja wirklich eine Menge Infos ein, die man sich merken kann. Ich habe schon gesagt, für mich selber, ich glaube, ich werde nicht das nochmal durchlesen vor der Verhandlung am Ende, sondern versuchen, das so aus dem Spiel heraus zu entscheiden. Ich bin halt gespannt, ob man es am Ende wirklich verkacken kann. Also ob es wirklich passieren kann, dass man einfach zum Tode verurteilt wird. Vom Gefühl her würde ich sagen nicht, weil es wirkt bisher schon sehr geleitet, das Ganze. Aber wir gucken einfach mal. Was ich jetzt übrigens auch nicht super schlimm finde, solange dabei eine coole Geschichte erzählt wird.
Hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
Okay.
Waited. Were you looking for me?
All over, yeah. Athena sent me to find you, but it wasn't easy. Yeah, you must have been busy.
Yeah, because I stand trial soon.
Right, that makes sense. Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
Interesting.
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena enter the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
Oh, okay.
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Ja, bestätige ich mich aber immer mehr da drin, ne, dass Athena noch nie ihr Eidolon weitergeben musste.
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever.
Neben Portal
I don't mind.
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job.
Super
Why
sweet.
wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay.
Auf zum Olymp.
When you see Freddy, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
Jetzt bin ich ja mal gespannt, was sie von uns will. Ah, wir können jetzt noch eine Eigenschaft wählen. Ha. Charmant wäre mir eigentlich lieber, aber ich kann mir vorstellen, dass draufgängerisch vielleicht sogar für jetzt die harten Tage, die kommen, hilfreich. Ich nehme draufgängerisch. Außerdem ist es am meisten meine Musikrichtung.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
But you know what happened there! That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
So, because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Ich glaube irgendwie, ich weiß nicht genau warum, aber irgendwie glaube ich ihr nicht.
You care. About me? That's a laugh. You sit up here in your tower and whatever humanity you might have once had, whatever wisdom, it's eroded away to nothing. The only thing you care about is making sure it doesn't all shatter. Not on your watch.
Das ist sehr risky.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even
Aber vielleicht
know
locken wir was aus ihr
him.
raus.
Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas. Never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
I've heard most of that, sure. What does it have to do with me?
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now,
Okay.
the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate. Even if it appears unfair.
Aber wenn ihr Struggle ist, die Götter sterben, die Idols sterben, welchen Sinn ergibt es denn dann, dass sie einfach ohne ein Urteil sagen wollte, ja, Calliopes Linie stirbt damit zwar, aber da muss doch irgendein Motiv hinterstecken.
You know, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have.
Oh, die Merkel-Geste.
Throwing away.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Er hat Zugang zum Schrein, das wäre sehr wichtig.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
Das kann, glaube ich, sehr falsch sein, so antagonistisch gegenüber ihr zu sein. Aber sie gibt mir auch einfach nichts.
Gave it to me. Athena, I had that key all along.
You what?
It's just like you thought. I used it to attack Calliope that night. Then I brought her back home to finish her off. A mortal with a plan, baby. Stole my way into godhood. Watch me roar.
That's not funny, Grace.
What's funny is that you thought I'd tell you without getting anything in return. Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
Ja, also weil sie ist halt schon sehr dead set darauf. Also wahrscheinlich ist sie es nicht, weil das vielleicht zu offensichtlich wäre. Aber sie ist schon sehr dead set darauf fokussiert. Ja, ich weiß, es ist übelst unwahrscheinlich, dass du es warst. Aber wenn du nicht das Gegenteil beweisen kannst, haben wir eine Schuldige und dann haben wir Sicherheit, in Anführungszeichen. Was ja eine übelst falsche Sicherheit wäre, wenn sie selber sagt, das ist sehr unwahrscheinlich.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
Klammert sich total an
We've all killed, my
Status
dear.
quo, ja.
I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Ich übersehe etwas.
Sort of. But I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Alright, let's talk about Medusa.
Met her, have you?
I just have to know why. Of all the people you could have working for you, why her?
We could have left her behind. I elected to bring her because, in the end, she is my responsibility. But Medusa didn't want charity. She volunteered to work in my service. It's trying at times. Now, if there isn't anything else?
Okay. Nee, also jetzt, das hätte ich jetzt einen Bitch-Move gefunden. Also auch wenn Medusa versucht hat, mich zu essen. Aber trotzdem werde ich da der Bitte nachkommen, es nicht zu sagen.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Ah, sie gibt mir ganz komische Vibes.
Don't take it personally, Grace. Athena's first instinct is to follow the rules whenever things get rough. As if she believes that if the idols don't blindly follow every rule to the letter, we'll dissolve into utter chaos.
Well, is she right?
Probably.
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
I'm not sure. If it is true, why hasn't she told the rest of the chorus?
It sounds like she doesn't trust you.
Well, the feeling is mutual. At any rate, I'm afraid we're going to have to disappoint her again.
Uh-oh. What now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
Okay, ich sag mal, ich wette, ich weiß warum.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
And she's correct.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
We can't ask Calliope what her plan is. But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
Her memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to Calliope, or touch something special to her, you'll get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have déjà vu?
I'm willing to wager the place Calliope met her fate has left its mark in Grace's psyche. We have only to uncover it.
Last time Freddie and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Then you mean...
A week ago, I would have said breaking into the reliquary was impossible. Yet it appears Hecate can be surprised. If her book says.
Let's hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've some other plan. I'm all ears, as they say.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then they discover you and we apologize profusely.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
Also ich muss sagen, das ist halt eine schöne Ironie mit Hecate, ne? Dass man sie überrumpeln kann, wenn es so in ihren Büchern steht. Also sie eigentlich weiß, dass sie überrumpelt werden wird, aber es ist die einzige Möglichkeit, sie zu überraschen. Das ist ganz, ganz funny.
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
I do know something about how memories work after the transition, but no, I'm not certain. You want certainty? Wait until your trial. Without discovering more, the outcome of that is certain.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, my, you're just full of ideas, aren't you? Do you have any suggestions regarding how we might go about doing that?
Déjà vu it is.
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of who attacked Calliope, or why she was there. Anything we could work with. I've spoken to almost all the idols, and every single one says they hadn't seen or heard from her. If she was keeping to herself, why now? What started this? We're missing something important, Grace.
What if Grace goes there and the memory she sees is that she attacked Calliope? A Grace from the future. It'd be a twist.
Aber kein guter.
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
That's because we are desperate, Grace. Either we take this shot at learning the truth, or we overthrow Athena and the chorus by force.
Gut, das machen wir.
Disregard this stupid trial.
She's joking, right? She's joking, right?
Right then. Back to the reliquary.
Einfach den Olymp stürzen. Passt
Any
schon.
idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by. If anything happens, I'll come. Hecate won't stop me. The Minotaur won't stop me. Nothing will.
Gosh, it almost seems like you care.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
Da sind wir wieder beim Schrein. Das Ding ist, wenn Freddy Hecate ablenkt, erfährt es Sina. Wenn wir ehrlich sind, erfährt es Sina. Und wenn, ja, durch die Hintertür wäre das, wo wir die Chance haben, dass es nicht erfährt. Aber das wird wahrscheinlich schief gehen. Ich versuche jetzt einfach mal ehrlich zu sein. Let's try. Desperate times call for desperate measures und so.
Ah, so that is now.
Oh, you were expecting us?
Er erwartet uns.
It is written that you would come, yes.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
Yet it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
Okay.
This book of yours really isn't as accurate as you make it out to be.
The course it lays out is almost always correct. The smaller things, they are subject to free will and frequently change. However, even without the book, I do understand why you've come. Is there a reason why you believe my answer will be different now?
Didn't I make you and the Minotaur, well, happier?
You did. It is pleasant.
Isn't that worth anything?
This was true when you were here last, and yet I still considered my duty paramount.
I guess it can't be that pleasant.
My happiness is irrelevant. I am grateful for all you have done, but my purpose here cannot be so easily cast aside.
Okay, wir versuchen mal das hier.
The only reason you won't let me in is because Athena forbids it, right?
She is the one to whom I made my promise, yes.
What if I said that she's a suspect in Calliope's death?
Is she a suspect?
She's an idol. I don't know that she's not a suspect. Yet. Without more evidence, isn't her command potentially self-serving?
You will regret this. That is also written.
That is a yes.
Go quickly. Look, but do not touch. The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous.
Got it.
Wir werden das bereuen. Okay.
Okay, Grace. What the heck do you do now? Of all the times to not have Freddy around, she'd love this. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just focus.
Da ist sie. Die Erinnerung.
It's weird, like, I've definitely been here before.
Oh, Poseidons Speer. Dreizack. Das kosmische Ei.
I I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Ich nehme an, die Schriftrolle oder das Instrument.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
Both sounds good. Maske.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right? Is this an armory, too?
Ein Apfel. Der goldene Apfel.
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Zweig.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
Schriftrolle. Ja. Icarus, oder?
I don't even know what language that is. Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
Ein Spiegel. Oh, ist das der Spiegel der Nacht?
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she... Uh-oh.
Guten Tag.
I don't suppose there's any chance you'll put those knives away. Okay then.
Ich hoffe, dass nicht jetzt einfach das ihre Mörder sind. Einfach so ein Schutz der Bibliothek.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Die sehen aber schon ziemlich awesome aus.
Oh! Grace? Freddy! We've got to run! My powers don't work on them, they just keep coming!
Jetzt tötet uns hier nicht die Freddy. Nein, nein. Nein.
No, I won't let you! Freddy!
Och nö. Ah, in dem Moment, wo sie drin aufgetaucht ist, war es mir fast klar. Ah, okay, es musste einfach nur jemand sterben als Strafe, ja? Ach du Scheiße.
Oh God. Oh God, Freddy!
By the gods.
You summoned the Furies.
Ach, die Furien sind das, okay.
Those beings were the Furies. Beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the fates themselves decreed it.
Who are the fates? Who are the Furies? I didn't do anything. I didn't touch anything.
This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
Ja, so richtig.
I'm not leaving Freddy. Not like this. All this magic. There has to be something. Don't tell me there's no way to undo this.
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
Oh Mann. Das ist scheiße. Ich meine, Freddy wusste dass die ganze Zeit, dass er sich auf Gefahr einlässt, aber in dem Moment, wo sie dann aufgetaucht ist, war es mir fast klar. Ups, wir sind beim Tagebuch gewesen. Oh, wir haben Akt 2 beendet. Akt 3. Oh, wir haben uns gut einen reingebechert.
Sorry it came to this, Grace. It's clear what your friend meant to you.
Her name is Freddy. Was Freddy. She was more than just my friend.
Yes, I see that. Grace, is that how Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
Clearly someone can do it.
Unless they weren't summoned. They could have been responding to something you did unwittingly, something Calliope also did. Know what that could be?
Und zwar Athenas Ordnung zerstören. Ich bleib da immer noch bei. Der Grund ist, dass Calliope eine Revoluzerin war und dass sie die bestehende Ordnung aufbrechen wollte.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They exist to punish. They demanded blood, and blood was taken. It didn't need to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
They wouldn't have rested, not ever, until they had their due.
And what are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
Think of them as forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Well, there were. Laws even the idols had to obey, from the earliest days of old Olympus. Even if they still existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty crimes one stumbles into.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just a feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror. To speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to
Ja,
command.
mit den Fates zu sprechen und natürlich Zagreus aufzuleveln.
One contacts them either to know one's fate or to change it.
Ah, Hades ist
Not
so
that the
gut.
Fates are likely to oblige.
Can these fates really control the future?
They control the fate of all beings. I imagine it's they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, it seems.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive. If they don't want to answer, they simply won't.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the fates.
Well, there is another way to ask them.
I wondered how long that would take. Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo, and you know there's only one other way to contact the Fates.
Oh, how convenient.
Wait, what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Ja, Mann. So machen wir das.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
So if we go
Das
to
geht doch für
Hades
sie
and,
wahrscheinlich nicht gut aus.
find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into exactly?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Is there really no other way to talk to these fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
No. No. Hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the Fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. Then why did you come, Apollo? To gloat? To wish Grace well? Or to actually help? Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
Bin dabei.
No need to keep selling me on it. I'm in.
You are?
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a backbone looks like.
I can't. I'm sorry. But this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. What does that mean? If her soul is in Hades, then...
It means the ruler of Hades can release her.
That's assuming everything remained as it was. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Okay. Aber das setzt ja das doch. Vielleicht ist Freddy ja doch die Böse und hat das alles so geplant.
Shall I wait here, or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Das alles inszeniert und wusste, dass wir sie retten und in Wahrheit
Oh,
ist
hey,
sie
if it
böse.
isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
It's the only way to find out why Calliope was trying to contact the Fates.
The Fates?
There's something going on, Hermes. I'm at the edge of it. But without the Fates, I'll never know the truth.
And that means going to Hades, with or without Athena's permission.
Okay.
Kofferraumtür.
Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go. Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow. It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my
Orpheus.
exile.
Ah,
I fully
cool.
expect he'll be waiting for us.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Ja, das ist halt, ja. Ja, Orpheus ist halt der berühmte Musiker.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
Orpheus und
It should.
Eurydice.
His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
So there's gonna be a fight? Good. I need something to punch.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
Really? Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
In our way, you mean?
Yes, in our way.
Okay.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne.
Sie
Anything
wird
else about this
machthungrig.
trip you've neglected to mention?
Come, it's time to cross the Styx.
Ist echt eine super coole Geschichte, ne? Ich habe das Gefühl, sie ist sehr auf Rädern. Also ich glaube, du kannst halt wirklich nur sowas wie hilft dir Apollo oder hilft dir Persephone primär entscheiden. Und da hast du natürlich andere Entscheidungen und in den Liedern. Aber ich glaube tatsächlich nicht, dass man es wirklich verkacken kann. Ich glaube, egal wie man es angeht, schafft man es, denke ich. Aber mal
As
gucken.
we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Hallo Karon. Überzeugung, Grace, Überzeugung.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Caron, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Ich bin die letzte Muse.
Hey there! I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses and that you're very pretty. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Caron. Stop asking.
Süß.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Caron. It's a long ride to the throne room.
Wir haben jetzt schon die Augen an. Die Power-Augen.
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
Ich
I
lasse dich
killed the
fortfahren.
king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me. A child in a garden, a prize for a king, property, bound and gagged with silver and satin. I gutted a god. This hell is mine. Won't let it be forgotten.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through Someone's coming, and it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
You
coming.
better be ready.
A wolf is waiting in the tomb.
He's a master of his
Someone's
craft.
coming.
We have to take
I
back
can feel them howling at the moon.
what is mine.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been... What happened to the music?
Ah, super. Das ist ja
I've been waiting
großartig.
for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Betty. Welcome to my underworld.
I'm sorry,
Let me treat
Benny.
you to a song. A welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
Are you really that good?
Do, down, out. Loop it. I wouldn't say that I'm good. I wouldn't say that I'm great. I wouldn't say that my timing's perfect. I wouldn't say that I'm late.
But you can say that he's
The best it's ever been. The best you've ever
Das ist
seen.
so fantastisch.
The best you've ever heard.
Also auch wie krass abwechslungsreich die Musik ist, ne?
I think I chose poorly.
Okay, just getting a gauge. Not your thing? Try again. Another request?
What's your problem with Persephone?
Do, 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 loop it. Do, do, do.
I didn't do what I was told, didn't know that it was all a game. I didn't think that he would do it. Then Eurydice was gone. And Persephone stood right beside him and said, what a shame. He was always gonna kill her and you knew it. And I never got to have my revenge. My pain never ends. I see you now. Persephone won't turn my back. Won't turn my back. Turn my back on you again.
Das ist absolut großartig.
I beg your pardon. I wanna behave properly. It's not your song. You better stay open. She's a friend and a god.
Throne is for me. I won't let it be forgotten.
Persephone, your part in this will never be forgotten.
The throne was stolen after I murdered the king. You should be grateful and thank me for everything. And yet you scream like a boy. You kick the ground. I was a slave.
Eurydice is gone because you did nothing.
Orpheus, there was nothing I could do.
I saw your whispers, poison behind your
It
king.
wasn't me.
If I cannot have my revenge, you're the next best thing.
Orpheus.
Ich pausiere mal ganz kurz. Der Sound ist weg. Okay, ich teste mal ganz kurz was. Ich muss die vorher dann schneiden. Ist der Sound im Spiel weg oder ist er gerade generell weg? Okay, er ist im Spiel weg. Dann werde ich jetzt, glaube ich, hier mal rausgehen und gucken, ob wir es eventuell mit einem Reload hinbekommen. Das ist jetzt ein bisschen doof, dass wir jetzt ganz viel normal spielen müssen wahrscheinlich. Kann man Stuff skippen? Das ist die Frage. Ne, kann man glaube ich nicht. Ach, scheiße. Der Sound ist generell weg, kann das sein? Okay, das ist ärgerlich.
I wouldn't touch that.
Doch nicht.
Way too much for you.
Okay, das ist ein bisschen nervig. Aber ich fand es gerade sehr, sehr awesome, was da passiert ist. Das killt natürlich die Atmosphäre sehr jetzt. Kann man irgendwie... Warte mal, guck mal ganz kurz was. Kann man irgendwie... Steuerung. Zeile überspringen. N. Okay. Okay, scheint nicht in die Songs zu gehen. Okay. Nee, okay. Tja, denn, ja. Müssen wir da jetzt wohl durch.
Eurydice is gone because you did nothing.
Orpheus, there was nothing I could do.
I saw your
So, und jetzt ist es nochmal so.
poison behind your king.
Wasn't me.
If I cannot have my revenge, you're the next best thing.
Orpheus, instead
Okay,
of a
scheint
life
zu
of
funktionieren.
despair, Hades would have ended you there. This place would still be humming.
Oh, I rather doubt that.
Lass ihn mal sprechen.
Any less true.
I'm high. Am I the one on trial now? I never sleep now, and I never wake properly. He took everything, yet I'll never have justice. Now the music is gone.
It's all history. Why can't you let it be?
Beide weiterziehen. Weil auch sie hängt ja total in der Vergangenheit fest, ne?
You didn't do what you were told, but you won't face the fact that you're to blame. And Persephone, you blew it. You must understand each other by now. All of this is getting kinda old. What a shame. There's the door, walk through it.
But I never got to have my revenge.
Our pain never ends.
Our pain never ends.
Orpheus, I promise you now, belatedly, I won't turn my back. I won't turn my back on you again.
We have been fools.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty, can we?
Vor allem könnten wir Freddy nicht... Wir können halt Freddy nicht retten, ne? Aber ich glaube, dass es wahrscheinlich das Beste für alle wäre, wenn das ruht, wenn diese Thronfrage ruht. Und Selbstbeanspruchung, das fände ich sehr unpassend.
All that going around in circles, digging up old wounds, and for what? So you can fight over a chair. There.
You dare. What gives you the right to interfere in this manner? That throne was not yours to break.
You were obsessed, Persephone. You still are. You need to get over it.
And that's for you to decide, is it? That I should get over it? So what's your plan now, Grace? I assume you must have one after that big demonstration.
Irgendwie wirkt es auch so ein bisschen als... Also, sind wir mal ehrlich.
My plan? It's exactly the same as it was before.
You've lost me.
Come on, Persephone. Do you expect me to believe you haven't been waiting for this since you met me? You wanted to do this, but you couldn't. You needed to convince me, to convince Apollo, to convince Hermes to help you. And for that, you'd say anything, right? You'd tell us there was a way to contact the fates.
Which there never was. You're correct.
And Freddie?
If the throne alone could bring somebody back from the dead, surely even Orpheus would have figured it out.
Ja.
You know, for a moment I thought you actually cared about me. Just a little bit. But you don't, do you? Not about me, not about Calliope, not about anything.
You're the one who destroyed my throne, Grace. You started this.
And you never intended to help me. Right from the start, it was all to get what you wanted.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Oh, man kann die Seele umarmen, das hätte ich
You're
nicht
here.
gedacht.
Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
And look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me.
Hey, no. I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Es ist eigentlich sehr offensichtlich, aber damit habe ich tatsächlich nicht gerechnet.
This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace. Idols don't...
Is inside Grace. The rest of me? I'm
Es wäre so schön, wenn sie das ordentlich abgemischt hätten.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
Vor allem, ich verstehe das nicht so. Also es ist gerade schade, weil es ist ein echt toller, schöner Moment, der aber ein bisschen dadurch kaputt gemacht wird, dass einfach jede Figur unterschiedlich laut ist. Und zwar so extrem, dass bei den einen das Gewirb, oh, ich muss leiser regeln, und bei den anderen das Gewirb, was sagst du? Was? Das ist halt echt schade. Und das Ding ist, selbst wenn das zu Corona-Zeiten aufgenommen wurde und eventuell alle in ihrem eigenen Home-Environment und so, dann haben ja trotzdem die Macher des Spiels die Möglichkeit, das anzupassen. Und dass das nicht gemacht wurde in einem Spiel, was so story- und textlastig ist, finde ich schon ein bisschen faul, ehrlich gesagt. Oder zumindest irritierend, warum das nicht passiert ist.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
Memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. That's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into
okay.
as well.
Apollo's
Er hat
prophecy?
ihr also eine ausgesprochen.
He didn't tell you that? No. Don't suppose he could have.
Nee, das ist...
It's a long story.
Kannst du sie vielleicht ein bisschen lauter sagen?
Start with Apollo. How is he involved in all this?
Apollo delivered, with great reluctance, a prophecy that said I needed to die.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
I wish you hadn't. You didn't give me any choice.
I wanted to. I thought I would at least have time to explain.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have believed you.
The Furies, they kept coming. It was all I could do just to reach you. I am so sorry, Grace. I truly did not mean for it to be like this.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was
Ich wollte gerade sagen, er hat gesagt, man ist an sie gebunden, sobald sie ausgesprochen ist.
right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it. Just
Okay, es geht also nicht um
But the
Kanal
prophecy
selber, sondern
doesn't
um
just
die
say
Muse.
you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
Okay.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
you went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Athena's gonna pay for this. She will pay.
She wanted to save the idols. And I wanted that too.
You weren't about to kill anyone to get it. It isn't fair, Freddy. This isn't how it's supposed to go.
Ein letzter gemeinsamer Song.
So many years of history.
Okay, jetzt ist der Obertitel falsch. Ja, jetzt sind wir wieder halbwegs richtig. Warum ist denn jetzt der Untertitel zu schnell? Der Untertitel ist einfach zu schnell. Was ist denn das?
It was quick and so was I was not prepared to die, but grace I choose this, and I know you'll get by. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go. I know. Now it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Ja, also sehr schöner Song. Schade, dass das Spiel irgendwie nicht zu Ende entwickelt wirkt. Ne, gerade der Song, der einfach den Ton verloren hat, jetzt der Untertitel, der falsch läuft, ist schade halt. Dadurch konnte ich mich jetzt gerade wenig drauf einlassen, obwohl ich hätte ihn einfach ignorieren sollen.
I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
We know what happened. We know about the prophecy and Athena.
Oh.
That's all you have to say? Oh? You knew. You knew the truth this entire time. Even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Is there more you haven't told me? Did you know about the Furies as well?
No. I didn't know how Calliope died.
But you knew Athena was behind it.
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at. I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Then I'll just have to stop her, won't I?
You want to challenge the leader of the chorus in front of everyone.
She isn't giving me much of a choice.
Well, I dare say she has more of a fight in store for her than she would ever expect.
Is that a vote of confidence?
I intend to keep my promise. We go to the trial and I'll help you, even if it means overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Tja, schauen wir mal, ob das funktioniert. Tag 7. Das ist meine letzte Chance, mit jemandem zu sprechen, bevor der Prozess beginnt. Oh, ich steht bei jedem Konfrontieren da. Interesting. Okay. Aber das machen wir beim nächsten Mal. Wie gesagt, die kleinen... Na, was heißt kleine technische Fehler? Es sind in dem Musical-Spiel, dass das Musical abbricht oder dass die Texte nicht passend zum Lied abgespielt werden. Sind jetzt keine kleinen Fehler, sondern schon relativ große technische Patzer. Das heißt leider atmosphärisch ein bisschen was rausgenommen. Ich hätte die wahrscheinlich einfach ausblenden sollen für mich. Einfach nur dem Text zuhören. Aber war da jetzt zu abgelenkt von, tatsächlich. Das ist sehr schade, weil an sich finde ich die Story nach wie vor sehr, sehr, sehr cool. Gefällt mir gut und ich bin gespannt, wo uns jetzt dieser letzte 7. Tag hinführen wird. Und das sehen wir dann beim nächsten Mal beim, ich nehme an, Finale von Stray Gods. Und ja, dann bis dann. Tschüss, tschüss.